The conversation is frustrating. All right. If you did not come with your person, you're going to forgive me. This exercise you're going to watch and go tell your person that because you did not come with me, I had to observe other couples. And it's a couples retreat. And then when you came here by yourself like me. So, but now I'm the facilitator. So I'm going to ask my ladies. But ladies first, as always. Yes, yes, Tina Labo. Can leave your husbands behind, ladies. If you consider yourself, Loena, you're in training. But we are busy with alignment and wills and everything. Yeah, that side, yes. It's not about you are engaged to be married, right? That's why you are here. So the married people want to show you how it's done, but we practice. So that by the time we're out of it, you can decide if he's still the one. Eh? When you still have a choice. Right now. Anchor my brother. No, don't worry. Hey, you look very worried. Hey, already like, hey, this woman, why is he talking like this to my man? We're checking. All right. Hi, guys. Those who don't know me, my name is Coach Kathy. Yeah, I'm a mom. I'm a life coach. I'm so many things to so many people. Apparently, I'm going to be giving memberships, Pastor Esther. Yeah, they say now membership, I qualify for all the benefits. I've been coming too many times here, so I qualify, I'm the member. You know, I had an observation. I've been observing you with your husbands and your to-be. For some reason, there's some sort of similarities about you guys. It's either your nose is almost the same, your smile almost the same. You know, it shows that in marriage, after some time, we end up looking like each other. And get they say, rib of my rib, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Now you've become bones and fleshes and everything, ne? Now I'm going to test that bones and fleshes, if it's real. So what we're going to do, I'm going to ask the husband, choose your wife, not somebody else's wife, eh? I don't want problems. Sit in front of your wife. When I can sit in front of your fiancé. You are allowed for today only. I hope you're not doing it behind closed doors, ne? Right. Let's get push up for a long time. Avoid basadi balone. Kining le thomile. Hey. All right. I think we've spoken. The brother has spoken. Pastor Esther has spoken. Right now, we're going to have a moment of silence. You know, whenever somebody has passed away, they say, let's have a moment of silence. What happens when they say have a moment of silence in church? The minute they say have a moment of silence, what happens to your mind? Do you pray? Do you ask yourself, why are we quiet? Who wants to tell me? When they say, let's observe a moment of silence. Like we've got DD today, ne? The deputy president, and he passed away. And probably they had that moment, they say, let's have a moment of silence. When they ask you to have a moment of silence, what happens? Let's have a moment of silence. Mind right now.
I think.
About what?
Anything that's depending on the occasion that we're at.
So you realize when we're having our moment of silence, it depends upon the situation. Right now we are here and we're going to have a moment of silence, but we're going to have it differently. You're going to stare into your partner's eyes for the next 5 minutes and say nothing. The next 5 minutes, you're going to stare into his eyes and say absolutely no sign language, no anything, please. No smile. You're just going to stare. You're going to look into each. You know, when somebody stare at you, you always say, you know what? That person is staring into my soul, ne? That's what we're going to do. For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to put an alarm. We're going to stare into each other's soul. And I want you to listen to yourself. What happens when you're looking at this man? Shift to your husband. Eh? If you are not with your husband. You are not in alignment. My sister. Not that one. At the corner. You're not. Yeah, your husband. Exactly. So you're going to look at each other. If you want to come closer, maybe your knees to touch each other, do that. I want you to have that. Come closer. Let's love each other. You can't do that. You can't. Just look at each other. The time is not right. You are not doing any of those. Privileges have not arrived as yet. Yeah. And those who have privileges, I like to think that those privileges have not been. Thank you. We are Christians, Anger. Thank you. So those who have privileges, Mama has this sneeze. Why is there a gap here? There we go. You see, we're gonna love one another. Love. If you feel like you wanna hold hands, it's gonna make you comfortable. You're allowed to do that. Choose your whatever that I'm saying just now. I love you guys. Fold your hands. You are right. You are in worship mode. I love it. So I'm going to put the alarm for the next 5 minutes. You look at each other, not looking down. Look at each other. You're going to look at each other and see. This is the woman that you said I do too. I don't know how many years ago. Our time starts now.
I'll start. No, I'm still recovering. How do I put it? It's a connect. It gives a sense like when I look at my wife, it's like I see love, like literally, like you'll see something with the color. But also I see the expectation of being loved and the joy of being loved more in her eyes. But I also, at the same time, within me, when she's looking at me, I also feel the sense of belonging, the sense of having that responsibility to make sure that I'm not scared to look at my wife. You know, they say when people don't see eye to eye, meaning if you can look at a person in the eye, it means you love them. If you don't want to see a person, you can't look at them in the eye. That's why I pause.
I'm going to pick one person. When I was sitting there, I took pictures, right, of your faces when we started with time. There's one face that caught my attention. At some stage, I became emotional when looking at that face, because sometimes when you're looking at somebody, you end up mimicking the person without even realizing. That's one of the things that I did. I'm a neuro-linguistic practitioner. Whenever I'm sitting with my kids that I coach, whenever I want them to get comfortable, probably I'll take my hands and put it like this. It's easy for somebody to mimic you without even realizing. And I just want her to let me know what was going through her mind when looking at her husband at that time. Because I said then, I was like, there's so much that is going on that face, on that mind. I think she knows who she is.
We don't know. We didn't see.
If she was to play poker, she will lose.
Okay, let me breathe. It's my first time doing this exercise. Yes, I do look at my husband's face, but not for that long. So it gave me, like, I was overwhelmed. So we've been through a lot together. So while I was looking inside his eyes, I saw God. Like, I was appreciating God. That God, how can you love me so much to bless me with such a husband? We didn't start the way marriage has to start. We met when we were young. We got kids when we were young. But we did manage to correct our wrongs because He is a forgiving God. So since we've been together, He's been so good to me at his young age. Sometimes I couldn't even look. I had to look away. Sometimes I felt like laughing. Sometimes I felt like crying. Because God, I've seen God through him. Sometimes I even ask myself, do I even deserve him? Because he's such a good father to our kids. Like, he's a good example to our family. Like when my mother passed, she used to call him Mfundis. She had cancer. So like she said, I know that I'm leaving you in good hands in him. So yeah.
And that's what this exercise does. I sat there, I've been looking at all of you, and I could pick up in her body language, in her face, in everything, to say that as uncomfortable as it is, but it makes us to see our partners beyond just the person that you see in the mirror or the person that you see as all of that. It allows you the space to say, the person that is sitting next to me, how do I view them? Because you're not just looking at their pretty face, you're not looking just at their handsome face, but you are looking beyond that. And like she said, I felt like I'm undeserving of the love that I'm getting. And somebody might have said that and said, there is fear in me when I look at this man or I look at this woman. And I ask myself, do we have a future? Is this the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with? Is this man an honest man with me? Can I trust this man with my life? Do I have a safe space to talk about anything and everything? And while I'm asking these questions, those are the questions that you need to ask yourself as a couple. Are you at that point where I can walk in and say, love, I know you gave me 1,000 rand that I was supposed to send it to your mother, but I did not even send it there. And without you feeling like you're going to be told that you're selfish, you're this and this and that. Is this the kind of relationship that you have? After what Pastor Esther said, all of us, our blood pressure went up, especially us as women. And I think probably all of us, like if mine was to walk in with that, I'm taking my bags and my kids and I'm out. I'm not even going to pray about it. There's nothing to pray about. Because we've got our own fears and our own questioning. So I need somebody. This is a safe space, and I would like to think that whatever happens here stays here and we learn from it, because that's why you have couples retreat, is to learn and to all of that. So I need somebody who can talk to me and tell me that I had my own fears. And the reason why you had, what made you uncomfortable in your own fears. But before that person raised their hand, I would like for him to respond from what she said.
Thank you, Coach.